Type 056, Western reporting name, Zhongdao, is a first class of corvettes, manufactured in China. These mass-produced corvettes are intended for operations both close to and far away from the shore. These vessels can be used for a number of different missions. The first Type 056 corvette was adopted by the Chinese Navy in 2013. These corvettes are being built in large number and are currently replacing a number of older patrol craft. Corvettes and frigates in service with the Chinese Navy. In 2016 there were more than 40 of these warships in various states of completion. These corvettes are indeed important warships of the Chinese Navy, because of how rapidly China is able to build them, and how well equipped they are compared to most other patrol and escort vessels. In addition, the Type 056 corvettes have been exported to Bangladesh and Nigeria. Sudden appearance of these Chinese corvettes was quite a surprise to the West. The Type 056 is suitable for green water operations. Basically, its design, and particularly its draft, is small enough for shallow coastal service, but seaworthy and large enough for open sea patrols. Nevertheless, it is still not a true open sea ship. China's naval modernization program has made no secret of its intention to produce an ocean-going navy with an increasingly long range. This new class of brown water corvettes is sharp contrast to blue water warships like the Guanghao-class destroyers and the Liaoning aircraft carrier, confirms that the plan intends to highly expand its coastal forces as well. The Type 056 is fitted with a number of stealth features, although it is certainly not a stealth ship. These features include sloped surfaces and a compact superstructure. The Type 056 augments the Type 022 missile boats in coastal patrols and the Type 054A class frigates in open sea operations. The Type 056 incorporates a high level of automation, reducing crew size. Despite its small size, the Type 056 packs a sizable punch, though it is intended primarily for coastal patrol missions and other low-intensity tasks. It is a competent anti-submarine warfare (ASW) vessel with two 324mm torpedo tubes and landing pad, but not a hangar, for a single Z-9C helicopter. This helicopter can use radar, sonar, and anti-submarine torpedoes. Also, according to some sources, the Type 056 warship has Type 87 anti-submarine rockets. The equipping of the newer variants with towed and variable depth sonars indicates that a major role, perhaps the main role, of the Type 056 class is anti-submarine warfare. When engaging ships, the Type 056 uses two twin-cell launchers for supersonic sea-skimming YJ-83 anti-ship cruise missiles that have a range of around 200 kilometers. For close range, this corvette has a single AK-176 76mm dual-purpose gun. It fires 12.4 kilograms shells at a rate of 30 to 120 rounds per minute to a maximum range of 15.7 kilometers. This gun has 152 rounds ready to fire at all times. It can be used against a wide variety of targets: ships, aircraft, coastal positions, shore targets, and even missiles, though with a lower PK ratio than dedicated close-in weapon systems. The Type 56's air defense system is for short-range use only. The single launcher is loaded with 8 HHQ-10 short-range surface-to-air missiles, SAMs. These missiles are of fire-and-forget type and have a range of up to 9 kilometers. As stated before, the Alaska 176 is a capable weapon against many targets including aircraft and missiles up to a maximum range of 15 kilometers. In addition, the Type 56's 230mm cannons, which can be operated manually or automatically, are reasonably effective close-range, last-ditch weapons. Other equipment of the Type 056 class includes one inflatable boat, 4 inflatable life rafts, 2 jammers, decoy launchers, Type 347G fire control radar, helicopter control and approach radar, and bow-mounted sonar. Propulsion is via combined diesel and diesel (CODAD) system, consisting of 2 SEMT Peelstick PA6 STC diesel engines with a combined output of 13,800 shp, driving 2 shafts. These corvettes reportedly have a range of 6,500 kilometers, 3,500 nautical miles. The Type 056 has been produced at a prodigious rate. Production only started in 2012 and already, on February 20, 2016, the Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy, PLAN, has commissioned its 25th vessel of the class. In comparison, production of a contemporary U.S. class, the Freedom class, has been tremendously slow. Production began in 2005, and only 3 ships have been commissioned by 2016. The plan intended to operate at least 30 ships of this class, with an option for additional 30 ships. The bow of the Type 056 class is gently raked, with a raised spray shield. A shallow crease from the forecastle to the stern marks the only visible representation of the rest of the hull, which is otherwise completely covered by the superstructure. These corvettes are built with a deep V shape. This shape improves speed and seaworthiness, possibly making this corvette class safe in sea state 8. The endurance of the Type 056 class corvettes is reportedly low, although the class is intended primarily to operate in the coastal waters near China. The unit cost of the Zhongdao class corvette has an estimated cost of $200 million for the baseline Type 056 configuration. Its anticipated operating costs are $12 million per year. These costs are exceptionally low compared to most comparable Western corvettes, due mostly to their sheer numbers, whose resulting sales have almost certainly paid off the project cost by now. And their simple configuration, though more cynical observers would add that the accommodation, quality control and construction standards of the Zhongdao class might be lower as well. Variants. Type 056A. A designation used to describe the newer and improved ships of the Type 056 class with additional ASW capabilities. A small number of vessels in this class were selected to receive additional ASW equipment, such as towed and variable depth sonar. Production of these began late in 2013. The unit cost of the Type 056A class corvette has an estimated cost of $230 million. P-18, export model of the Type 056 with somewhat larger dimensions. Armament, however, appears to be essentially the same. The P-18 itself has 2 different sub-variants, the C-13B and P-18N, depending on the country. So far, 4 P-18s have already been exported, 2 to Bangladesh, C-13B, and 2 to Nigeria, P-18N. Another one is being built for Nigeria as well. In addition, Kazakhstan and Argentina have considered buying P-18s. C-13B, a sub-variant of the P-18 for use by the Bangladesh Navy. It carries the same equipment as the Type 056. Except that it lacks the sonar and torpedo tubes. So, clearly, it is to be a simple patrol vessel with short-range anti-air capability, but with no ASW equipment. Bangladesh already operates 2 of this class, and another 2 are under construction. Unlike the P-18N, the 13B is about the same size as the standard Type 056. P-18N. Termed an offshore patrol vessel, OPV, the P-18N is Nigeria's variant of the P-18. It is a good deal larger at 1,800 tons and 95 meters in length. Armament is almost entirely for surface-to-surface warfare. It carries a single 76mm gun, 2 30mm guns, and 2 20mm guns. It also has both a hangar and landing pad. So far, Two are in service and it is unlikely that any others will be. Coast Guard patrol vessel. It is a version of the Type 056 with some superstructure changes and lacking all armament. The CSSC Wangpu Wenchong Shipbuilding Yard is constructing these patrol vessels. The total number planned, as well as the names and designation of the vessels, are as of yet unannounced.